Welcome back to Cooking with Mikey. Now today, I'm going to be doing a gourmet take on noodles a la 2 minutes. As Gordon Ramsay likes to say, let's get cooking. Alright, now let's start with the water because I think this step is the most important. Now most cooking professionals believe that water via the faucet accentuates the wheat flour within the noodles, and I tend to agree. So go ahead and measure out 375 milliliters of water. No more, no less, otherwise you will ruin the recipe. Go ahead and grab your whisk and combine the water to give it that wet consistency. Once the water is combined, go ahead and move it to a bowl that's just slightly larger. Careful, don't get a bowl too big. The last thing you'd want is the right size bowl for the amount of noodles and water you're using. Once you've got that liquid consistency that we're just talking about, it's time for the noodles. Now I like to go with white noodles because they're just jam-packed with nutrients and that beautiful exotic texture that you just can't buy in a store. Now ever so carefully take those noodles and bathe them in the prepared water from earlier. Let them rest for roughly 30 minutes off to the side. Now whilst you're waiting, you can go ahead and prepare your seasoning. Grab yourself a bowl, and in this bowl we're going to add our pre-combined monosodium glutamate, or MSG for my non-chefs out there, and chicken stock along with your favorite herbs and spices. Now I know it was a tedious process, but the hardest part of the seasoning is done. All you've got to do now is cover it with some plastic wrap and let it rest. At this point 30 minutes should have definitely passed, and we can now turn our attention back to the noodles. You can see that the noodles are still very much noodles, which is really good. So what we're going to do now is take the bowl full of noodles and prepared water over to our portable oven, which we've been preheating for the last hour. Place the noodles inside and set it to 123 seconds. Trust me, waiting those extra 3 seconds is worth it. Okay, time to take out the spicy noods and sit them on a cooling rack to rest for about 5 minutes. Now for the final step, we're going to go ahead and add the pre-prepared seasoning we prepared prior to the noodle. For this step, I needed a sous chef to assist me with the pouring of the condiments into the sifter. The trick is to pour nice and slow to make sure all of the seasoning goes into the sifter and then into your meal. The final stages are the beautiful ones because it's a culmination of your hard work. So what you're going to do is you're going to mix your hard work, your noodles, and of course your beautiful seasoning in the bowl. Now I'm a little bit bougie, so I'm going to go ahead and add some fresh spinach to garnish the noodles to give it that industry quality finishing touches. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have your gourmet noodles a la 2 minutes. Bon appetit. Now, I know these noodles aren't what you're normally used to from the store, but trust me, making them gourmet is not only healthier for you, but more nutritional. If you've got better ways to prepare your noodles, just send them to me in the comments below. Thanks for watching Cooking with Mikey. Hasta la vista. Mwah.